Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. It's my weekly obligation, except I just made another one yesterday. But y'all were lucky on that one. But today, I'm going to be talking about what's been going on around here lately. So you guys obviously know that Hurricane Helene screwed us over, and Hurricane Milton kind of just swept on by. It gave me like 10 mile per hour wind, but otherwise it's kind of left this place alone. But it's just been crazy, bro. What global warming's been doing lately. Because, like, these hurricanes weren't as strong before. Like, the only bad hurricanes I've ever had to encounter before this were Irma and Michael. I think that one was called. And then the last time we've had a hurricane this dangerous was Hurricane Katrina, all the way back before I was born. So, but how did I do? Well, let me tell you, Hurricane Helene came over. It knocked out the power. And, you know, obviously I don't like loud noises, and I don't like when it sounds like a house is about to crash. So I was frantic. You know, people who are Christian all the time like to say, oh, well, just put God into your heart, and you shouldn't feel afraid. But that's kind of bullshit. I feel like you can be afraid and trust in God at the same time. Like, do you really think it's not normal to feel fear? You know, like... And I don't really care if I'm offending people by saying this, but you should be able to express your emotions however you want. End of the story. Like, you can have God. Like, I had faith that God was gonna, you know, because he's God. He won't want to kill me this early, I wouldn't think. But also, you never know for sure. Are my eyes back to normal yet? They're getting there. So yeah, and then after that, we were out of power for days. And then one day... You know, and I don't think I've said this on vlog before, so good. I have a new story. So one day, during the power outage, Grandma thought, well, Walmart, with its big-ass fucking generator, has power. Maybe Circle K has power. They didn't. I had to walk all over there. Didn't have it. So then these two guys that I knew from high school, they picked me up in their pickup truck and took me to a place called Wally's. Because I said Indian store, they said Indian store. We weren't thinking of the same store, so whatever. And they were only accepting cash, because they didn't have power either. And I only had a credit card, so it was like, well... And it was like, well, I've seen Wally's before on my old bus route, back when I lived over there. So I was like, if I walk over, I'll get to my stepmom's house. Luckily, she didn't have much problem with it. At least she didn't make that obvious to me. And I just stayed there for a couple days, was able to eventually bring my internet back once the power there turned back on, which was the next day. And then after that, everything is finally back to normal, for the most part. And then Hurricane Milton. Yeah, nothing really happened when Hurricane Milton was coming around. I've heard that a lot of Florida is just straight up underwater. Like, Florida's fucked right now. But, like, it didn't come through here at all. All we got was, like, 10 mile per hour winds, which is not even really that bad, for real. So it was like, Hurricane Milton, it just went by us, completely. We didn't even have to deal with that. But you know, the schools are still closed. Due to Helene. So, you know, I guess, moral of the story, fucking recycle. Don't use as much gas as you've been, because it's been helping contribute to this. This was a really short vlog, but it's something people wanted me to talk about. How did I do during these hurricanes? I did fine. I survived. So... If my future son or daughter's watching this, you'll also survive. You'll be fine. That's crazy. But I'll see you on the next vlog. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you on the next. I have no idea. I'll see you on the next video though.